Hey, Tony, I put together a box of vegetables from our garden. Should be coming to you in a day or so. I had some for dinner last night. They came out so much better than last year.
Hey, Stacy, thanks! What did you like best?
The asparagus was a success. For once.
I look forward to it. I appreciate you sending them. Price of the vegetables have gone up so much this season, so it really helps.
I agree, it's become very expensive these days. But you have a good selection of supermarkets near you, right? Make sure you eat your vegetables.
Yeah, but, cost of living in general is expensive where we live, so,
Is it that bad? I can send you more, I only put in nice-looking ones in the box. But here I have a bunch of odd shapes and damaged ones that I keep for myself.
Really? Yes, I definitely want them. That'll be so helpful. Oh, I'm sorry, am I being too greedy?
No, not at all. But, Tony, are you guys having difficulty getting by? You have a pretty good job, and it's just you and Andrea.
Well, we spent a good portion of our savings for our wedding. And Andrea can't work because she has health issues, so I have to work for the both of us.
Oh, right, she has her condition. I guess that makes it hard for her to work part-time too, then.
That's right. But hey, I don't mind working hard for my family. I married Andrea knowing her health issues, so I don't expect her to work. I've also been studying to start a side business in the near future, so I can make more money.
Wow, a side business? That's amazing. But don't push yourself too hard. You're still new to married life. You have a long road ahead of you. Take good care of yourself. You have to eat healthy and sleep well.
I know, sis. I won't do anything unhealthy.
Oh, I forgot I had a bunch of fruit in my fridge that I got from my neighbor. I should have put some in the box. I can put them in another box and mail it now.
It's okay, Stacy, no rush. Some other time is perfectly fine. Oh, sorry, I need to get back to work now.
Okay, let me know when you really need help though, Tony. It's just us now. Mom and Dad would have wanted us to look after each other. My husband also said he's happy to help you whenever you need.
Thanks, Stacy. But I want to try to be independent now, So I'll do my best not to bother you guys too much. Talk to you later.
Hi, Stacy. Thank you so much for sending us your vegetables. Hello, Andrea. You are very welcome. How are they? And let me know if I'm sending you too much. The volume is great. We received some more today. Sorry I sent you unpretty ones. No, they are delicious. Are they hard to make? I've become interested. Do you want to start your own garden? Well, I don't know if I can grow them as good as you do. But maybe something easy. Oh, there are tons of easy ones, and it's really fun to grow plants. If you need help getting started, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you. I have this health issue of mine, so I can't work. So I want to do something for Tony. I thought maybe if I grow vegetables, it's healthy and free, so it'll help. Oh, but it must be expensive to buy everything I need to start a garden. I heard from Tony that you guys are struggling to get by. Oh, he told you. We've had to buy new furniture for the house when we moved in. On top of it, the cost of living is getting more and more expensive. It really is hard to just live a decent life nowadays. Sorry, I shouldn't be so nosy. But my brother tends to push himself really hard, so I'm very worried. Being financially unstable can be very stressful. It must be hard for you too, Andrea. Oh, no. Compared to what Tony goes through every day, I have it easy. He doesn't know, but I started to work at home, just a little. Have you? Great. But I've been sick recently, so I'm not making much. I wanted to surprise him by showing him how much I've made, but I don't know when that will be. Aw, Andrea. Stacy, I really shouldn't be asking you this. But do you think you can help us financially? I'm so worried about Tony overworking. I wish I could ask my parents, but they are extremely tough and old-fashioned. If they find out that Tony is not making enough to support me, they might think he's not good enough. I don't mind providing support, but Tony declined my offer the other day. He did? Yes, he said he wanted to be independent as much as possible. He said that? Oh, Tony. He'd be mad to find out that I asked you to support us then. He wouldn't like me asking you. Tony has a very gentle soul. I'm sure he wouldn't get mad. But I'm scared that he'd feel ashamed. Is it possible for you to help us, but keep it a secret? Like I said, I'm happy to support you guys. But this is about money. I think you two should talk about it first. I don't think he'd accept it. He has a side business now and working around the clock. He would say he can pay for the two of us if he works harder. I promise we will pay you back, little by little. So please, I just want Tony to be okay. Maybe just for a little while? Okay, the max I can provide is $500 a month, though. Is that enough? Yes, absolutely! That would allow me to put something a little nicer on the table. I'll wire you the money soon, then. Oh my god, thank you so much! I'll send you my bank account details in a bit. Thank you for taking care of my brother. I'm sorry you have to go through this. I'm happy to be with Tony. That's all that matters to me. I'm glad that I chose him. He's a good person. I'm happy you see that in him. I'm always wishing you two the best luck. Thank you. I will do my very best to support him.
Hey, Stacy, thanks for yesterday. I was able to chill out for once.
Oh, good. I wish you could have stayed longer, though.
I know, but I was lucky to even squeeze in some time to see you during a business trip. Next time I'll take a day off.
That would be lovely. Did you get back home?
No, not yet. I'm taking a break from driving at the rest stop. I feel so much more alive from eating great home-cooked dinner at your place. I really appreciate you, sis.
Hey, Tony, you looked like you were tearing up when you were eating.
Because your food was that great.
I heard you blurt out something like, I haven't had a real meal like this in a while. Is there something you're not telling me? You changed the subject, so I let it go last night, but I'm worried.
It's fine, Stacy.
My husband was also worried about you. You seem to have lost a lot of weight.
Don't worry.
How can I not be worried? What do you usually eat, anyway? I mean, yes, I knew you were coming, so I did go harder on the cooking than I usually do. But Andrea cooks at home, too, doesn't she?
Yeah, right, she does.
And I've been sending my vegetables to you on a regular basis. Is it not enough? Are you still having difficulty getting by?
Well, I don't know, kind of. But I'm okay.
Tony, what do you mean by kind of? Things haven't changed at all?
Maybe, maybe not.
Stop acting stupid. I'm being serious.
Stacy, it's my fault. I simply don't make enough to support my family. I need to work harder.
You do work hard, too hard. I know it's not nice to be talked to about money, so I'm sorry, but you really need to review your expenses. I know a financial advisor who can help you. Do you have any overdue payments?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. I said this before, but you have a high-paying job, Tony. I'm having a hard time understanding why you are barely getting by.
I'm sorry.
What? No! Tony, you don't have to apologize. I'm not scolding you or anything. I'm just trying to understand your situation.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
What? What's going on?
I've been lying to you.
About?
Andrea.
What about Andrea?
She's not sick. She doesn't have any condition. She just doesn't want to work, that's all. We've been saying she has health issues, so it doesn't look as bad. The reason why we're having trouble with money is because she's a huge spender.
Huh? Are you saying she's using all your money?
She's changed so much since we got married. She's been calling me an ATM for the past half year or so. I try to talk to her, but it's too late.
What's too late?
I can't disobey her.
Why? You should leave her.
But the vow, we promised till death do us part. And I feel awful for everyone who celebrated our marriage. We even pitched in for our wedding fee. What am I supposed to say to everyone?
If you don't love her, then what's the point?
I don't know what's right or wrong anymore. I think I'm losing my mind. I've been so busy just trying to please her.
Listen to me, Tony. First, you need to take a break from work.
But I have so much to do.
Exactly why you need a break. When I saw you yesterday, I could barely recognize you. You were standing there like a ghost. I am seriously worried.
I'm sorry, Stacy. I should be old enough to take care of myself. I feel ashamed.
Don't be. What you need to do right now is head back to my place immediately. You will tell me everything that's happened and rest. Hi, Andrea. Do you have a minute? Hi, Stacy. I was just about to message you. I can't get a hold of Tony. Is he still in the hospital like you said? Unfortunately, yes. He hasn't recovered yet. He needs more time to rest. I see. Sorry I'm not there to help. I should have seen this coming. He's been working day and night. I wasn't able to support him enough, even though you've given so much. Yes, I must say I was very surprised. You said you were going to cook decent meals for him, for his health. Instead, Tony has lost 20 pounds. Really? I must not have seen it because I see him every day. I will make nutritious meals for him when he returns. No need. You wouldn't give him any good food, only junk. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Like weeds growing in your yard? Your leftovers? What the hell have you been feeding my brother? I know everything. You've been spending all his money on what you want. I don't know what you're talking about, Stacy. I've never done such a thing. We've been watching you this past week, you know. Waking up at noon every day, ordering delivery. Shopping, drinking, eating. How could you use my brother as your ATM? How dare you treat my brother like trash? Why are you so upset? I mean, how else was I supposed to treat him? I can't buy luxury brands with what Tony makes. It's not my fault. Tony should be making more. Excuse me? Clearly, it is your fault. Tony promised me he'd make me the happiest girl. He needs to keep his promise. You are out of your mind. For a married couple to be happy, you need to work together. I married him because he works for a big company. But then I find out after we get married that he makes much less than I'd expected. Can you imagine how shocked I was? You are not making any sense. I heard that you were abusive too. You abused my brother, both verbally and physically. Tony has had to go to therapy to get over what you've done to him. What? I thought you said he was in the hospital. I heard he fainted during a business trip. No, he didn't. I made Tony come here so that you could stay away from him. What? You need to get him back here now. He hasn't been home for a week now. I need money. It's almost his payday. Tony is not coming back to you. He is divorcing you. You liar. Let me talk to him. No way. You think you can make him obey you, but the doctor says he's not allowed to come in contact with you whatsoever. So no, you can't talk to him. How can we have a divorce without speaking to each other? I mean, if he's not clear-headed, obviously I can't accept. How can you laugh at this? You were the one who traumatized him. You stole from me, too. You think you can get away with this? Well, we don't have anything on paper, do we? You lunatic. I've had enough of you. You are paying for all of this. Pay for what exactly? How you've damaged my brother, of course. We weren't just watching how you spent Tony's money. We know you're having an affair. Better yet, your guy is also married, so it's a double affair. I wonder what would happen if we let his wife know about this. I'm not having an affair. Yes, you are. I know you meet him at a hotel. You hide it well, but we've asked professionals to watch your every move. We have the proof of your infidelity. Wait, you're showing that to his wife? Yes, and we are considering to show your parents, too. You said they were tough. I wonder how they would react. I mean, you've been stealing, abusing, having an affair? This is going to be fun. Stop it! You can't show my parents. They are the real abusive ones. Oh, so you can abuse my brother, but you can't be abused? You've kicked him and thrown things at him. How could you? I will make a formal apology to Tony. Just please don't show my parents. I'm begging you, Stacy. On my knees. What you need to do first is agree to divorce Tony and compensate for his suffering. Compensate? You mean pay? I don't have any savings. I can't pay anything. You bought a lot of nice things, I hear. Why don't you sell those? I'm sure it'll give you a good start. But I like them. I would hate to lose them. Then I will go ahead and talk to your parents now. I will somehow make money. I will work and pay you back little by little. So please don't tell my parents. How am I supposed to believe you? You've been full of lies all this time. I'm being honest this time. Please believe me. No, sorry, you've gone too far. In fact, I've already done what I needed to do. Huh? What do you mean? Your parents should be arriving at your doorstep in a minute. They've seen the proof already. Now it's time to face what you've done. No, how could you? Please tell me you're joking. Stacy, you have to tell them that you were wrong, that it was all a mistake. Wrong about what? I have nothing to correct. No one has your back anymore. You are getting what you deserve. You hurt my family. Now you're paying for it. Tony and Andrea's divorce was filed shortly after. She agreed to the divorce relatively quickly as she had enough battering by her furious parents. Turns out, her parents really did treat Andrea rough as she grew up. It was the only truth that ever came out of her mouth. I feel bad that she had a tough childhood, but that doesn't give her the excuse to do what she did to me and my brother. Her parents, tough as they may be, were apologetic of the situation and paid me back, as well as consolation to my brother. The proof was also sent to the family of the man Andrea was having an affair with. I can only imagine what kind of drama that went on their side. Now in debt to her parents, I hear that Andrea is working day and night and under strict surveillance. My brother's friend saw her once. He said that she looked nothing like before, having lost a lot of weight. That doesn't make me feel bad at all, though, because that's exactly what she did to my brother. I have no idea how much money she must earn to make up to her parents, but I hope as she does, Andrea is able to realize and understand why she was wrong. On the other hand, my brother has recovered well. He gained his weight back and looks much happier. Reflecting back, he doesn't understand why he had let himself be a slave to Andrea. I later found out that Andrea wasn't even feeding him the vegetables that I had sent. She would throw them away and only allowed him to eat whatever she felt like permitting. My brother felt awful and wanted to avoid hurting my feelings. That was why he kept it a secret. He knew about how her parents treated Andrea, so it's my assumption that he felt bad for her at the beginning. But soon he became brainwashed into thinking he had to obey her. Andrea took advantage of Tony's kindness and he let her take control of him. Tony flourished at work after getting a divorce. He enjoys his career more than ever. I will always be worried about my little brother, but I trust he'll be fine. He's been through a lot, but he's a strong guy. As his only sibling, I'll continue to look out for him.
Timothy, are you there?
Hi, Mom. Did you forget something in the house?
Hell no.
What's going on? Why are you angry? You don't usually text when you're at work.
Sonia called me a few minutes ago. She said she saw you sitting idle on the patio chair. Why didn't you go to work?
Doesn't Sonia have something better to do than to spy on her neighbors?
Don't change the subject, boy. Why aren't you at work? Did something happen? Are you ill?
No, I'm fine.
Then what is it? Did you get into trouble? My God, were you fired?
No, Mom. I quit.
Excuse me, you did what? You mean you quit your job at the hospital? What kind of a son are you? Do you know how much your medical school costs? When are you even going to start your residency? How can you quit?
I'm just trying to figure out my life. I thought I had it all planned out, but I'm at that stage in my life where I'm questioning everything I ever wanted. I actually want to start my own company. I've been saving up, and I believe I'm ready to go all out.
OMG, how did I end up with such a foolish son? Why would you quit your well-paying job to start a company that is doomed to fail? I know you, Timothy. You don't have what it takes to run a company.
You shouldn't say such things to your son, Mom.
Since no one is telling you the truth, I have to be the one to do it. You're about to make the biggest mistake of your life. I guess you expect me to take care of the bills when your business fails, right? You're just a freeloader who doesn't want to work.
Mom, I don't need you to take care of me. With my savings, I can take care of myself and also start my company. I don't need you to do anything for me. After all, I paid most of my bills while in college.
And what did you learn in school? How to be rude to your mother and quit your job? And did you just say that you don't need me? Tell that to the roof I put over your head. You've always been a burden to me since you were born.
Oh my god, you don't mean that, right?
I do. You better beg your former employers to take you back and stop this foolish idea of starting your company.
Mom!
I have to return to work now. I am not lazy like you.
Mom, it's not fair, you know?
Timothy? Reply this instant.
Jeez, Mom, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone. What's up?
Is that how you greet your mother?
I greeted you this morning before you left for work.
How dare you talk back to me?
Good afternoon, Your Royal Highness. What can I do for you?
I've just got a message from the landlord. Our rent is due and I only have half of it. I need you to chip in the rest. Send it to my account now so I can pay right away. Timothy?
Mom, I'm sorry, but I'm broke.
What do you mean? What about the savings you were going to use to start your company? Just take a little out of it.
Yeah, about that. I invested in some crypto and I lost everything.
What?
I don't have any money, Mom.
My God, this is why I told you to return to work. But you didn't listen. Is this how you plan to run a company?
Mom, I didn't plan this. I'm sorry.
OMG, not only are you a burden, but now you are also a liar.
What do you mean?
You didn't have any savings, did you? You never planned to start your company either. Your only plan was to sit at home like you've been doing for the past week, doing nothing but locking up yourself in your dirty room and doing only God knows what.
Dirty room? Let's not even go there. My room is way cleaner than yours. Besides, who do you think cleans your room for you all the time? That aside, you're very wrong about my plans, if you can let me explain.
Save it. Do you think you're still a child? How long before you grow up and take responsibility for your life?
Mom.
I don't have time for this. I have work to do.
Mom, I'm sorry. You still mad at me, Mom? This morning, you left without saying hi.
Stop it. I'm still mad at you. I can't believe this is how you repay me despite everything I have done for you. Why do you derive joy in making me sad? I should be eating the fruit of my labor by now.
Sorry, Mom. I just made some bad decisions with my money. But I never planned to leech off you.
You are such a liar.
I can show you the coins I bought if you want. It lost value soon after I bought it, so I had lost everything.
I'm not in the mood for your lies, Timothy. Since you've refused to grow up, I will teach you how to. You're an adult and it's time for you to learn about life the hard way.
Mom, what are you talking about?
You need to leave my house. I'll rent out your room.
What? You can't kick me out. Where would I go?
That is none of my business, doofus. Find someone else to be a burden to.
Please, Mom, you don't have to do this.
You should have thought about that before quitting your job and trying to live off your poor old mother.
Fine. I'll get a job, okay?
Too late. I need you out of the house by the time I get home from work today.
Today? How can you spring this on me and expect me to move today?
Don't ask me. If you were smart enough to quit your job, this should be a walk in the park for you.
Mom, I'm begging you. Don't do this.
I've made my decision.
Mom?
Are you gone yet? My shift is almost over.
I've tried and tried, but I was unable to get a place on such short notice. I need a few days at least.
Not gonna happen. Don't make me come back in there and meet you.
Do you want me to sleep on the streets?
That is your business, not mine.
I'm your son. Please don't do this to me. I have nowhere to go. Mom?
Fine. You can stay, but just for tonight. By tomorrow morning, you must leave. Is that clear?
That's still too short.
Do you want me to cancel the extension?
No.
I didn't think so. Now, do what you must and get out of that house. As for tonight, I don't want to see you at all. Don't step an inch out of your room.
Fine. I'll do as you ask. Mom?
What? What do you want from me? The past 6 months have been a blessing. I don't have to make groceries for two or make food for two.
Wow, you finally responded to my messages after 6 months, and this is all you have to say?
Will you just come out clean? You need money, right?
Oh no, I miss you, Mom. I really do.
We have no business talking if you aren't rich enough to repay me for everything I have done for you. I really have to go now. Don't call me again.
Wait, I need to tell you something. Are you there? Mom?
Hey, Timothy.
My god, Mom? Is that really you?
Of course it is. Why are you so shocked?
Well, I didn't think you still had my number. You haven't reached out in 5 years now. And whenever I call or text, you ignore me.
I am texting because I saw someone that really looks like you on TV today. He is a doctor and also a major shareholder of a successful Forex trading company. That's not you, right? You are not that smart.
Really? Such a shame. You can't even recognize your son? I'm sure you know I'm the one you saw on TV. You're just calling to confirm.
Oh my god. You actually became successful like you said? Oh wait, or did you scam someone? Are you doing something illegal?
Stop it. Enough of looking down on me already. Remember that coin I invested in that cost me my savings? Well, after 3 years it picked up again and went to an all-time high, so I got 3 times the money I put in. I partnered with a few people and we started a Forex trading platform. Not long ago, we created our own coin. Thankfully, it went viral, fetching us a lot of money.
Wow, I'm so proud of you, my boy.
Are you really?
Don't be like that, son. You can't hold a grudge for 5 years. I did what I had to do as your mother, and everything worked out, didn't it?
You did what you had to do? Are you even listening to yourself? You kicked me out when I was at the lowest point in my life.
I helped you reach your goals by forcing you to grow up.
No, that's not how a good mother should help her son. Do you know the insults and embarrassment I had to endure as a result? You don't know, so keep your pride. I don't need it. Besides, I am quite busy at the moment.
Don't go yet, Timothy. Timothy! Timothy, dear, how are you doing?
What do you want this time around?
I need your help. My rent is due. I need some money. To be sincere, I have just been scraping by.
Seriously? You really have no shame, don't you?
Don't talk to your mother that way. I didn't raise you to be so rude.
After everything you did to me, you still have the guts to ask me for help?
I raised you. I'm your mother. What is wrong with asking my son to help pay rent?
I stopped being your son the day you kicked me out. You don't know what I've been through. So no, I'll not be helping you. You were not there when I needed you the most.
Please, Timothy, don't be like this. You're the only one I have in this world. If I'm kicked out of my apartment, I will have nowhere else to go.
Well, maybe then you'll know what it feels like to be in the exact situation you put me in. Goodbye, Mom.
Hi, Timothy. My dear boy, are you online?
What is it?
I knew you were just putting up a bold front the last time we spoke, and that you would never treat me this badly. I just spoke to the landlord. He said I don't have to pay the rent anymore. Thank you for footing it.
Is that what he said? You must have misunderstood him.
What do you mean?
He probably meant that you don't have to give him the rent money anymore, but you will give it to me.
What?
I bought the house, so I'll be taking the rent henceforth.
You'll ask for rent from your mother?
Why not? After all, you did way worse.
Come on, Timothy. You have to let that go.
Do you think I can forget the pain you caused me, or the fact that you only reached out to me because you know I'm a millionaire? You don't deserve pity or sympathy. But I'm not like you. I'm not wicked, so I'm not taking rent from you and I'm not kicking you out. I'm nothing like you. However, this will be the only thing you'll ever get from me.
Timothy, please, let's talk about this. I'm your mother. We can still fix this. We could go on holidays together. I've seen a great ad for a nice luxurious cruise. It'd do us good. You know, I love you.
No, you don't. And stop calling yourself my mother. I became motherless 5 years ago. Bye, Bianca. Live in the house as long as you want. I don't care. But always know that you don't own it. It belongs to the young man that you kicked out 5 years ago.
Timothy.
Don't contact me again.
Come on, Timothy. Please, let's talk about this.
Mom tried to reach out to me with different unknown numbers, but I told her we were done for good. When she came to my office, I told my staff not to let her in. 2 years later, I met and fell in love with a beautiful young woman. We got married 6 months after we met, and my mom was invited to our wedding. We made a promise that my children would never get the kind of parenting that I had, and to this day, I'm still keeping that promise.